Today's channel is an interesting one. The energy of JP Morgan became present for me. I became aware of his energy while I was in the shower, actually. And I was thinking at the time about the consumer practices that many of us have and the ways that we give our money to organizations that may be contributing to societal ills. I had been reading about the Epstein files and how there are certain beauty products that are associated with companies that were associated with him. And then I became aware of JP Morgan, the very famous finance person who probably started, not probably, absolutely started the push toward capitalism. And it's interesting because I immediately heard the term torch bearer in association with him. And at first, I thought to myself, maybe that will make sense to somebody. And then I realized his connection with Thomas Edison and that it really made sense. He was Edison's main financer, and he chose to finance Edison because Edison promised to make electricity and energy a financial exchange as opposed to um, Tesla, who believed that energy should be free for all and could be free for all. So I have feelings about JP Morgan. And so therefore that energy becoming apparent to me this morning was surprising. And as I breathe into it, I believe since he is free of his body now, he is in spirit. He is in energetic soup, the consciousness, the great consciousness, the unitive consciousness. He no longer carries the limitations of the body. But as he became clearer to me, I started to think about people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Epstein and all of the people connected with the Epstein files. Not to say that Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are or are not connected with that, but I just started to think of those material winners, the people in our society who we think are winners because they are the most wealthy and have the most power. And I believe the energy of JP Morgan came through in order to remind us that in fact they are not the winners just because they're the winners of the material realm. In fact, they are the most limited among us in the spiritual realm because they are the winners in the material realm. That's not to take away their humanity, people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or the wealthy, powerful people among us. It's not to take away their humanity or their ability to evolve their spirits and let go of the material concerns that anchor them and limit them. However, it's just a reminder that it would behoove us as a society to let go of the import we place on those people who we look at as successful and change our view of what successful means. Successful does not mean having a lot of money. It does not mean being powerful in the material realm. Success is what I'm hearing from the energy of JP Morgan, surprisingly, is the ability to let go, to be fully present, to have compassion and love for all around us, including us, to be free of the chains to the material realm. Not that the material realm is not a gift in and of itself, but to see it for what it is, to live in the world, but not of the world, as a very famous ascended master once said. And if we can learn to do this, we can let go of those chains and and end the practice of holding ourselves accountable for not meeting or matching the expectations that society places on ourselves, because society is not separate, right? We are society. I am society. You are society. And so as soon as we learn to let go of the belief that we're supposed to be a certain thing, do a certain thing, make a certain amount, have a certain reputation, have a certain level of power. As soon as we let go of that, that's when we are the winners. That's success. It's appreciating and enjoying the material while dwelling in the spiritual as well, while being more concerned about the karmic debts that we have to pay, as in forgiving and showing love for ourselves and others. And forgiveness does not mean that we let those who have hurt us off the hook, quote unquote. Forgiveness means that we take responsibility for our own responses to the actions which we feel we need to punish. And rather than punishing them, breathing and feeling. But that's for another day. This channel from JP Morgan, of all people, of all energies, because he's not a person anymore, is a reminder to focus on the energetic shift, the ascension that's coming, the love within our hearts, and to let go of the import that we place on the material, to stop purchasing and consuming when we don't need to save purchasing and consuming for those things that aid us in our survival, and to rely on God. Thank you.